Welcome to Onivia Highlights. These are the best highlights of today's LEC 2025 matchup.
Any pressure on this Gragas.
Nako almost a full level ahead on the Gragas there. SK tried something spicy in the early game. They've got about a 200 gold lead out of it, but now things are going to equalize as we get towards standard laning. Linz is skipping his red here to make sure he gets that first scuttle grab on the top side. Hilly down to half HP, as is Loopy. Hilly healing, jumping forward, looking for the damage onto Loopy. Concussive blows coming out. Loopy flashes, but he's still in vision. First blood, though, goes over to Rahel. Kazi tries to answer it with one of his own. Isma now coming in. Oh my god, Vitality! What were you doing?
Oh, it's close. Oh, it's close. It's important, but look at that minion wave. Look at that minion wave. If I'm Kazi right now, yes, I'm happy that I got the double kill, but I'm crying. Look at that minion wave. That is so much XP. And despite...
But with Isma on his way across, this should be a relatively simple, in inverted commas, dive. Nako hit with the grasp, now under tower. There's a cannon minion there. Loopy can tank. Cocoon goes wide. Nako still has the flash. Isma with the slow, and Nako has to invest the flash.
That's fair enough, but they're not in a position to cross-map anywhere else. The Astral's alone down in bot side, but Lince's on the Wukong, not anywhere near to actually fight it. So let's see what actually happened here. Miss in the beginning. Crucially, the auto attack does connect. But I think like this is where it gets a bit dicey. You know, enemy junglers coming down. Rahel could probably just back off into the bush where there's no vision, flash away anything on the queue. But I mean, it's unlucky as well. It's one past the mid.
Now Rahel is by himself in the bot lane. Loopy's on his way across. Rahel gets Rahel! Rahel's gonna get two. It's a double on the tower. He'll lose the XP.
Oh, it's another horror.
But it's an absolute horror for Vitality. Oh, Rahel is just blazing them. 4-2-0 his score now, as Loopy gets back on the map immediately because there's nothing for him to do in bot.
Oh my days, I mean, if you wanted your AD carry to get ahead, I mean, why even happen? We only came through this halfway, and I mean, Rahel's doing I mean, it's a bit greedy being here in general, but somehow Kazi takes aggro!
Well, because he autos first, that's how he takes aggro. Hilly didn't get in range to get the auto down.
Oh no!
Nako's now dead in the top side as Isma gets his first of the game, and we asked for SK to come out firing. They've done exactly that. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, Loopy goes up, comes down, locked up with the concussive blows, down to 100 HP, but a good storm from Rika will keep Kazi at bay. Rahel jumps across. Lince is diving forward. Isma is just going to go for the grubs instead. Vitality took one of them, so SK will only be able to get two from this initial spawn, but Hilly and Kazi...
Are we still going? Really, Hilly? Are we still going?
I don't think we should have been. I do not think we should have still been going. I'm going to be honest.
I don't even know where to start.
Well, wasn't it yesterday that Hilly took 40 minutes until he died?
See, he's making up for that, even with him in CS yet at all, but he's managed to come back.
Yes. Yes, he has. Vitality managed to get their first straight. Let's take stock of where we are.
I think that's very healthy right now.
7 minutes in, it's a Cloud Drake to Vitality, 2 grubs to 1 in favor of SK. How much control SK have on that bot side now.
Yeah, and even with the items coming through now, Yashin's going to help you a lot going through this turret. Play coming through from Isma as well. They could dive Nako here. No one is around to defend him.
So Gragas, it's so hard to dive him. He goes in with the body slam, flashes away. Isma with the lockup, the ignite ticking, and there's the repel from Loopy to avoid the final tower shot. Hylissang and Linces on their way across. Rahel looking for the tower. Hilly flashes forward. TP coming in. Counter TP by SK as Rahel dashes away. No flash on him now. Does have the cleanse, but Chayak puts him back. He dashes across the wall. The Cyclone will lock him up in the end, and as much as Rahel can try, he can't escape. Linces and Chayak. Hylissang now running for the hills. Dashes back to a minion. The stun going in from Isma as well as Linces will fall. Chayak and Hylissang trying to escape to their tower, but their tower will fall over with just a small breath of wind. A double for Rika. He's looking for more. Chayak underneath the turret can put up the sun disc. If that tower does go down, that might, can it? No, not quite. Take down the turret as of yet. Vitality unable to defend against the power of SK in that bot lane play, and the tower falls at the end of it all.
Damn, no one picking up that local goal there, I think, on the turret, but still, either way, Rahel bought so much time. The fact that no one, though, was around to defend Nako on this becomes a bit of a disaster because they get the kill, just barely, I will say, as well. but it's what happens after. It's Rahel's movement. It's how much he forces the enemy to invest. Hylissang forced to use his flash for the Q, misses the ultimate, and then Rahel with the arcane shift over the ultimate, forcing Lincers to flash in as well. He made this enemy use so many tools to try and kill him.
Loopy might be dead here. Doesn't have the flash, did have it, but Chain of Corruption enough to lock him down. Isma on the Drake as well, as Vitality just want more of the action. They have the numbers advantage as well because Genax is in the top side and Nako is in mid. Genax does have TP. Isma should be able to jump out of the back of the pit. Nako now on Rahel, who remember has no flash. Knocked into the wall, but is not quite enough to take down the Ezreal as of yet. The Drake begun again by Vitality. They will secure their second of the game.
Yeah, but it is traded on the top side. They get another turret this time around for Genax, so it's not like they're not getting anything. And once again, really nice movement
as backup, and because of that, Genax just respecting the fact that he's outnumbered on the bot side of the map right now.
Once again, harsh but true. But this time around, SK is not really in a position where they can trade this to anything. So really nice from Vitality. They found a window to at least take down a turret here, and they're not getting much. They're getting some priority. Let's see what happens.
Isma's riding the Herald through the mid lane here. Kazi dodging to the side to avoid his Edge of Night being procced by that Herald charge. Tower will take about 90% of his HP, but currently still stands. Genax has TP, Rika's pushing through bot and has teleport as well.
Yeah, but just from Chayek's positioning here, he doesn't have TP himself, so it looks like they just want to kind of try and cross-map here. You can already see Hylissang, Lincers moving into the enemy blue side. They want to punish Genax on the weak side.
That's the weakness we talked about with SK trying to keep the tempo of the game up. They lost the first two Drakes. It's really hard to force Vitality into fights unless Hylissang just face checks. Because they don't need to fight. Vitality can wait it out. They can get 3 items on their AD carry, 3 items on their mid laner, and then be in a strong position to fight you later.
Yeah, and I love that you're talking about items. In Mere Masters when he won that, and now he's back in the LEC and he's still struggling again. Might even be caught out by Hilly, or is Hilly the one getting caught?
He flashes away from the Glacial Prism. Loopy flashing for the Cocoon. Stand beside me, used by Hylissang, but now he's being chased down, and once again, it's Hilly overextending and dying. Nako's TPing in behind, though, as SK look to collapse on top of him.
Ooh, when they see that, he's flying in, and he's out of there.
Lincers eats a Mystic Shot. Nako should be able to retreat. Genax will pick up those Blood Petals. The Atakan, a possibility here for SK. They do have a man advantage.
Oh, no,
Kazi having to flash away as well from Isma. Chain of Corruption going down. Chayek forced away by Rika. Kazi now dead as well. The bot lane doomed to death together. SK find 2, and now the Atakan in their eyes.
Chayek's resetting. He does have TP. Lincer's still around. He's trying to come around from a flank position, but it's already warded out in that tri-bush, and now the resistance is getting
Cocoon. Loopy's been on point with these Cocoons. Lincer's forced away. Not quite enough at a third HP. Isma dashing away as well. Lincer's going for the chase, but Loopy puts the Cocoon back down, hits Hilly. Rika trying to put some damage down from the side. No ultimate for Nako now, nor for Kazi. Glacial Prism going out onto Chayek, Unbreakable out from Hylissang. Isma still dodging in, dodging back, doing some damage himself. Janax takes a chunk from Nako. As Vitality now on the right side of the health bars. Hilly, though, down to a third himself. Janax being forced away by Nako. Isma looking to jump out of the back of the Dragon Pit. Rahel can't quite land the Mystic Shots, and with Janax so low, it looks like Vitality have been able to fend off SK at this turn.
That's huge for Vitality. That's going to put them on soul point. Resets are going to come through. I don't think Vitality is feeling as desperate to need to start this Atakan, but just that moment right there, we've seen started going Grasp, just because it's Grasp.
It just works so well. Vitality do have control over the top side, though. You can see SK's invested so much in getting control over that blue side jungle, over that bot side jungle. The Vitality immediately can start off the Baron. Janax is coming across. It looks like SK know that this is happening. Hilly going to put the Glacial Fissure down. Genax has a good flank position. 4,000 on the Baron right now. 3,000.
Oh, great!
And it just can't get close enough. The barrel enough to distract. Vitality starting to retreat. Isma looking for the Glacial Prison. It goes between the uprights somehow. Chain of Corruption for the root for the slow. Loopy goes up, comes down. Vitality get out with the...
But this is where the scale should tip in their favor, because before you had a hard time making these proactive plays because it was easy for SK to get priority in the lanes and make the move first. Now you have Baron, that should be easier.
He doesn't have flash, so he has to dodge away from everything. Loopy on the back line. Nako with a Seeker's Arm Guard. Loopy already dead as Lincers takes him down. The Cyclone coming out, knocks up Rika as well. They're still trying to kill Nako,
he's alive.
and they just can't do it. Nako survives, SK pay for it with 2 of their lives. Meanwhile, Chayek's just pushing in bot with the Baron empowered double cannon minions. Another tower to them. Kazi will take mid-tier 1, and the gold explodes in Vitality's favor.
And you said it yourself, all it took for Vitality to get a lead this game. Really? Are we really taking this fight? I feel like they're just going to go, I'm just going to continue talking. What you said is all it was going to take was one fight for Vitality to drive it home. They found that one fight, and I will say you saw 2 things there. Loopy, how squishy he is on the Elise, was immediately blown up by Lintus, but also the value of Hillis and Sprong there, keeping Nako alive, fantastic positioning, and really good tack on the Cocoon, but not that reliable. And you're playing against a full-fledged team fight composition. The moment one of you gets tacked to run down, you're going to have a rough time. And Kazi is doing a great job himself as forcing them away.
Yeah, Loopy's half-life before he can ever get close to a fight. Genex is going to be able to get a tier 2 in the bot lane. True Shot Barrage coming out, trying to clear out some of these minions. Hillisang down at half HP as well. Will be caught in that Chaos Storm. Glacial Prism going down as well, but Hilly will just come back with a false life. Chayek able to take the tower and take a kill alongside it. A false life exchanged for a real one. His inhibitor tower in the bot side does fall as well. Genex able to secure that one, but the inhibitor forfeit for it as Vitality crack open the base of SK.
Yeah, and I mean, 30 seconds.
And he's got Mikhails in case he does get caught.
I mean, it's really, the odds are stacked against SK here.
TP coming in as well by Vitality. Isma looking for the steal. You have to feel this will be the final nail in the coffin if Vitality were able to secure this soul. Loopy stepping forward, but really the Elise wants to be sneakier than this. Hillisang with the Unbreakable. Genex has managed to sneak behind, but he's on vision.
Oh my god,
Isma, look at him, he's a 3rd HP before anything really begins here. Mikhail's on Chayek. Mountain Soul secured, and they're just swept away by the Cyclone, a Typhoon, ripping through SK. Genex caught out as well, there's 3 already. There's a super minion pushing into the base as well. Isma dashing forward, but Chayek puts him in his place. Only Loopy left alive. And Vitality, arachnophobes to the last, trying to take him down, trying to squash the bug under their feet. Kazi and Nako pushing into the base. Hilly chasing Loopy away alongside Linsus and Chayek. They want the ace. They want to close it out. And Loopy goes up and then's going to go 6 feet under. Loopy dies. An ace for Vitality. The minions pushing into the base. And this should be over.
Yeah, the Itsy Bitsy Spider not having the best of time. Kazi and Nako had ready. It was a dire early game, I think it's fair to say, but Vitality, their team fighting, remain vigilant.
From draft through to the team fights, Vitality's composition just coming out on top. Hilly, one last death for the road as Vitality secure their 2nd win of winter.
And good early game from SK. I will